Welcome to the Everything Podcast.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 23. So if you haven't watched yesterday's video, which was where I covered the I Am Groot Season 2 trailer, a Guardians Volume 3 review, and the Season 2 trailer for Heartstopper, go and watch that episode now, because in this episode I am going to do a review of Heartstopper Season 2. So both Seasons 1 and 2 are on Netflix, and Season 3 is confirmed to be coming soon, probably next year, but if the year after, because I don't know where it's filmed. I think it's filmed in the UK. Obviously, if they've got Americans in it, then there's strikes going on, so you'll have to wait till that. Sorry about that. So yes, Heartstopper Season 2, like Season 1, is 8 episodes. They're about half an hour each, so you could binge watch it in 4 hours. I watched it. They split it across 2 days, which was nice. So main cast. Ooh, here we go. So Charlie's played by Joe Locke. There is Nick, who is played by Kit Connor. There is Elle, who's played by Yasmin Finney. Can I remember any of the other character names? So Charlie and Nick are the main two leads. Yeah. Can't remember the other main actors off the top of my head right now. But yes, so it stars them, takes place a bit after Season 1. Season 1 is basically Nick. So Charlie's already come out as gay before Season 1 starts. And Nick kind of throughout Season 1 kind of goes, I'm actually bisexual. So he, at the end of Season 1, Nick and Charlie say they're boyfriend and boyfriend. So that's how Season 1 ends. In Season 2, it's about how they evolve their relationship, and Nick kind of feeling comfortable to tell everyone, because he's a rugby player and wants to tell all his rugby friends, but they're not very nice to say some not very nice things, which we're going to get to later on in the episode. Oh, jeez, no, yeah. I might, because I can only remember certain bits of the episodes, I might be jumping back and forth a bit. So yeah, Episode 1, they're at school. Charlie and Nick are obviously quite happy. Episode 2, can't really remember much about it, really. Should have said in Season 1 at the end, Nick tells his mom, who is played by the lovely Olivia Colman, about that he's got a boyfriend, essentially. And yeah. Oh, his brother, who is at Glasgow University, comes, and he's not very nice about it, because he hasn't told his brother about it for a very good reason. That will come up later on. Episodes 2 and 3 I can't really remember much about, but episodes 4, 5 and 6 take part in Paris, because it's a languages school trip. So yeah, they visit the Eiffel Tower. But it's like most school trips. You kind of do a tiny bit of the actual work, and it's more about exploring. So they go to the Louvre Museum, which is where the Mona Lisa is. They go to the Eiffel Tower, and they do all these nice things. And yeah, so that's that now. Episode 7 and 8. I'm going into some spoilers a bit, but I'm trying not to tell you everything, because I can't remember every single thing, because you're not going to, and second of all, I don't want to spoil every single minute, so you're basically following through if you have to, because it only came out on the 3rd of August, so it's only about a week and a half away. Week and a half from when you're seeing this, because I'm recording it in advance. So yeah, so there we go. Come back, Episode 6. Episode 7, there's a family dinner between Nick's family and Charlie's family. Charlie's mum doesn't really like Nick. And oh yes, I should have mentioned, in Episode 6, Charlie and Nick go to meet Nick's dad, who lives in France and Paris. That's why he sees them. And from what we understand, he left. So he's got a new I don't know if it was wife or girlfriend, I don't think they specify. There's a new partner in Nick's dad's life. But yeah, and he had to rush off, so Charlie only got to meet him and Nick doesn't get to speak to him very much. But in episode 7, Nick's dad's there as well, and basically Nick comes, I can't remember how it comes out. I think there's a massive argument and Nick stands up to his dad and his brother David, who isn't very nice to Charlie, and basically says he's my boyfriend, and because he was Nick was planning on telling his family, well, Charlie's family were there, because Charlie's parents knew, and Charlie's sister, I called her creepy sister in season 1, Tori, yes, because she just appears out of nowhere, which was interesting. And yes, so in episode 7, Nick tells all his family. Episode 8 is the formal. Now in the UK, that's a prom, which would happen at, now I don't know the equivalents, but at age 16, there's one after your exams, and then 18 if you stay on at school. There's another one then, usually. Yeah, so those kind of things, and oh yes, and Darcy, who's another one of the main group of characters, they are, she leaves her house because her mum, she's a lesbian, and she hasn't felt comfortable to speak to her mum about it, because from the impression that I was getting, she's quite religious and churchy, doesn't quite like those things. So yeah, that's that. Oh, Tao and Al get together. So Al, as I said, was played by Yasmin Finney. I can't remember the actor's name that plays Tao off the top of my head at the moment, but yes, so they get together because at the end of season 1 it was yes, no, and they get together. So Isaac, another one. So we've got Charlie and Nick together, you've got Darcy and Tara together, and you've got Tao and Al. So Isaac feels like a 7th wheel, basically, because he has a crush on someone, but the chemistry really isn't there, which is fine. And so how it ends, we know a season 3's coming, and if what inspired the TV show, so the person who I think wrote the TV show, and I don't think they directed it, but produced it and everything like that. She originally wrote the books, which is why we know there's a volume 3, but that isn't a volume 4. So season 3 might be the last season. So that's the Heartstopper season 2 review. Just a reminder, if you want to get in touch with me at any time, because obviously I've got daily episodes, if it's to say, and obviously you can comment on all the videos, like and subscribe if you want, if you enjoy watching or listening to the podcast, then that would be great. And you can also email everythingpodcast2022@gmail.com. And tomorrow's episode, because it's a Sunday, season 2 episode 24, I will be recapping this week's episode. So that is it for the Everything Podcast, season 2 episode 23. Bye.